Oh, welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is going to be our weekly review show for Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK for the week of February 25th, 2019. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This gentleman to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
Monday Night Raw kicked off with recapping Roman vacating the belt back in October. It felt longer than 4 months on Raw.
It has, yes.
Roman came out in street clothes to open face up to a little roar from the crowd, nothing major. You got a big pop.
It did get a big pop.
Alright, it's an absolute roar. His arms were looking a little bit smaller.
Yeah, but other than that, he seems pretty much in shape.
Yeah, he takes a little time high-fiving people and stops to hug three women in the front row. His mom, they're very beautiful and sexy because I don't know their full relation, Ada Johnson. And a black-haired woman.
Cousin,
right? And the very beautiful and sexy cousin in the family, Ada. I'm just saying, if I ever married her, I'll be getting a house, all paid for, and a car, and I don't drive. Merry Christmas and happy birthday, Brock. My birthday's come up. I'm your mom's biggest fan. My shit.
Okay.
Hopefully he's at Access, so I can tell him that.
I don't think he will be at Access.
He probably don't think so. And a third woman, who I don't know who she was. She was kind of hot. I'm going to go with his sister. And they were a cat too. Then he has to pose on ropes. There's the ring for him to forget back and say thank the fans, which he did a lot. He missed everybody because he wasn't a job like that. He says it's our belief that God has back the whole time. There was a God pop. He was scared back in October. I don't know if he wanted to tell everyone about the condition. The fans chant, it's okay. Then when he got a ring announced, he couldn't believe all the messages he received. Was so touched that God's voice was full about him. Roman's going to use his platform to support people and raise awareness for the condition he went through. And then as far as the announcement, he did better than swing for fences. They've had him run because he's in remission. And a heck of an ovation for that. Roman said the big goal's back. Fans screwed that with some barking. And welcome back chant. And Roman says thank you very much. No return date was given. And Roman leaves an ovation. And then Seth Rollins came out to help him.
Yeah, that is really good news. Thank God Roman's in remission and at this moment cancer-free.
Yeah. Don't know when he's returned to the ring, though.
Yeah. If you look at it later in the night, we may get our answer.
We don't know yet. First, Aleister Black and Ricochet defeated the Revival.
Yeah, very, very good match. I really liked how they used Aleister and Ricochet. They actually showed off their blinding speed. Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of the Revival losing again, but apparently they can't escape a Raw booking team, so. But very good match.
Yeah, for the 2 minutes and 3 seconds, it was a very good, hard-hitting, face-to-face match. I'll be sarcastic, it was only 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin doesn't like being asked about his comments regarding ringside leukemia. For Reigns' sake, he better hope their pants on cross. Snoop Dogg wish Ric Flair happy birthday. Elias was in the ring for his soul, but Lacey Evans interrupts. And the commentators were rather big fans. As usual, she doesn't say anything because
she gets down to the bottom of the ramp and walks straight back up.
So here's Dean Ambrose with Renee saying, and more greatness. To interrupt. Dean wants a rematch with Drew McIntyre. He wants it to be no DQ. Elias plays some guitar. Dean requests some songs that include Dirty D's. That's exactly what Elias gets, and Renee wants an encore.
Don't worry, she's going to get some Dirty D's later that night.
Up next, Ronda Rousey and Natalya defeated the Riot Squad by DQ.
Not a bad match, but it's also your typical Raw women's tag. It wasn't really anything special.
It was just a little more in a way that had the woman in the ring, so Becky could come out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Wrestle's time. Though Ronda's already destroyed the squad so many times now, so.
By herself.
Yeah, it doesn't mean much the third time around. At least the Becky appearance got a good reaction. Post-match, the brawl's on until cops come out to arrest Becky. Becky has a great line when they arrest her. Say, easy, I need these hands. So hold up the woman's title on WrestleMania.
You should be arresting them. They're the ones who robbed me, was another one.
Post-break, Rousey demands that Vince get out right now, but she gets Stephanie McMahon instead. Becky has just been arrested, and Rousey doesn't want anything other than the suspension being lifted. Stephanie says Rousey can face shot at WrestleMania because Becky's unprofessional and brought this on herself. Stephanie then says that Ronda, as much as she would like to, Becky's on the road to WrestleMania. She's on the road to jail. Rousey peels to Stephanie's legacy. She has a legacy now.
Apparently.
And her 3 daughters. But it's still hard. As Stephanie said, it's still hard now. That's not good enough for Rousey, so Stephanie shouts about being Rousey's boss. Rousey says she's not like everyone else because she's Ronda Rousey. And the Raw Women's Champion. This is just a belt. That'll be fine. And it's not even her style. It's time for Vince to make the right decision, and then Rousey lays the title down and walks away.
Yeah. I thought it was a good storyline, and I think Rousey did need to do something dramatic in this.
Yeah.
In this feud, because it was starting to get a little bit past her. She was starting to get forgotten in the middle of it, and she's the champion. So I'm glad they actually had do something that dramatic and that bold, so she would stand out. I thought it was a very good segment. Rousey may need to work on what's the word I'm looking for?
Enunciation.
Yeah, enunciation, and it does come off as legitimate, so I do like it. It comes off as real. It comes off as her, but I wish she would just. It's the same problem I'm having right now. She's starting to lose her words in the middle of her speech.
Has to get fostered.
Yes.
Like Ronda does with a line mic.
Exactly.
I'm the English major, so I'll take it.
You're not the English major.
I'm good with first. Listen, the woman talks like she's getting ready to get in a fight. I will give her this. I don't need a complete perfect thought to get her feelings across. I don't want Ronda to talk like Alexa. Or somebody that knows what they're saying. Or if it could be robotic too. I like that Ronda makes mistakes because she's human.
Yeah.
But I think people are giving Ronda a little too much credit just for being the only one good in the segment. Because Stephanie was fantastic in the segment this week. I thought. Well, for condescending and all.
She was.
Everybody's bitching about Ronda because, she's Ronda. She's from the UFC. She stole some woman's spot or something.
Yeah.
How about the fact that if she's not there, the woman don't main event WrestleMania?
Yeah. Without her, there is no spot.
Yeah, so deal with that. It's not like she was making mistakes during the promo. I will say that.
But it feels like it's what I'm saying about her for the past few weeks. Her promos do feel real, they feel genuine, they don't feel scripted. They don't feel like it's pretty much just plugged into a computer for her to say.
My favorite promo she ever cut, minus the Nikki one in Philly, was actually the one on Sasha that she did right before the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And she was all over the place.
Yeah.
And I thought it was excellent. And I don't have she's not the best woman on the mic.
No.
But she is the best woman on the mic.
I'd show an emotion, yes.
Because she comes off as a woman that's pissed off and flabbergasted. A lot of the big complaints I see is she speaks in run-on sentences. So when you're angry, I just want to know this, people. When you're angry at somebody, in this case she was angry at Vince, but she was taking out Stephanie because Stephanie came out and put Vince. Okay. Are you going to... When you're angry at somebody, you're ready to fight somebody. Are you talking in a straight, poetic, perfect line? Or are you just going to run your mouth until you just stop and, in this case, not lay the belt down or get to your point? You're going. So the people saying she speaks in one big run-on sentence. She was speaking like she was getting ready to beat the bitch up for being condescending to her and not giving her what she wants. So... Listen, for 1 year in the business, she's way ahead where anybody ever thought she is.
Yeah.
So to give her criticisms and all.
It's constructive criticism.
When you told me earlier in the week you loved the promo.
I did love the promo. However, it's also like the same things I say about Ronda every week during her.
I have a problem with her standing. That looked unnatural. Like she had one foot in front of the other when she was talking to Stephanie. She should have been like a little bit more straightened there. But her flubbing. So what? Who are we talking?
That's true. Just about every sentence is just us being.
Yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say is, I guess because she's from a different world. Like, I don't want Ronda to come out there and remember a script. Even if she sounds human with it. I don't want Ronda to sound perfect with her scripted lines. Even if she sounds human. You know how Alexa sounds human?
Yeah.
But they're scripted lines?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that to be Ronda. Like...
I don't think that would ever be Ronda.
Yeah, because I don't want her to be perfectly scripted at all.
I'm not saying perfectly scripted.
I don't want her to
I'm not saying have her follow the script, so...
I can relate to Ronda, because she comes off as real making mistakes. It's okay to see people make mistakes. Like, Alexa comes off as perfect on the mic, but she is technically better than on the mic. But you can tell her stuff doesn't feel... She makes it sound genuine. But that's not Alexa.
So the stuff's not genuine.
Yeah, the stuff's not genuine. Where like Ronda, I don't even want Ronda. If Ronda told perfect, it honestly would take me out of the moment. Now, if she was getting emotional, that would be one thing. If it was like a sad story she was going for, being angry down and flubbing your lines, I'm okay with. If you're gonna start like crying and all, like Ric Flair does for no reason, then that's a different story.
I'm not saying have her be part of the script. I'm saying it's the same thing I say about her promos every week.
Now,
when they come off as real motion, she does start to lose her place, and when she wants to stay.
But that's exactly what makes them good. You just said she comes off as real emotion, and she loses what she's going to say. Because when you're using your real emotion and you get fired up, you're not exactly in the right state of mind.
But if you're gonna keep on flubbing stuff. Why put the microphone in her face then?
That makes it look like we're nitpicking for that. No. She didn't really flub as much as people were saying this week. She wasn't saying her like Frozen. Once she was banned, the night of the Rumble, with Bayley.
Yeah.
That she was banned.
Yeah.
And the week after that, when she was like, you can boo me and what, and all that. That stuff, when she was trying to play with the what chances, she just completely missed it. This was more like, she didn't. Whatever she forgets, she recovered. That night, they had to send Billy out early to get the segment going.
Yeah.
And now script on the mic. Jinder and the Singh brothers are in the ring. Because Roll needs them on the show.
Exactly.
And Jinder wasn't happy with Flair getting all the attention. Just like how I'm not happy that Becky's getting all the attention when honestly she's done jack shit in the feud compared to Ronda and Charlotte. As of late.
Except bring the excitement to the feud.
I do have one problem with Becky on the mic, and this is going to get people going. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
She's not good with nailing like that first line. What I mean is like, when somebody picks Jericho, or The Rock.
Yeah.
Because the first line out, normally welcome to Raw is Jericho, where finally The Rock has come back to so-and-so. It's normally like a line that really like gets the crowd going. Becky's out, people are listening, don't get me wrong. But then when she says her first line, I've been noticing this I noticed that it was before the Ronda feud. Before the Rumble. I think it was an Asuka Charlotte feud.
Mm-hmm.
When they were doing the contract sign. No, it was a feud where the night where Charlotte and her... it was the contract sign before Asuka came out. Like where Charlotte kind of owned her on the mic. I think Charlotte returned herself from the Evolution or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes Becky doesn't have a powerful punch to her promos. Sometimes I think she's like a little too laid back with her promos, Becky at times.
I can see that.
I know she's going for the calm, cool, don't give a damn character.
Yeah.
But to her, no, I would like her to see what Ronda does. I would like to see some of that out. The Becky that we get on Twitter, I would like to see come out more on the TV. More fire from Becky.
I get your second part, but I do not understand the first part whatsoever.
So that she doesn't like get that big ovation when she talks in the first time. Normally, her promos are more like a build-up.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't keep the crowd after the reactions, what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, the initial pop when she comes out, she gets the biggest pops in the company.
Yeah.
Or Kofi right now, but you get my point. She's getting one of the two biggest pops in the company right now.
Yeah.
If The Rock was on the microphone, he gets that same kind of level pop. Becky kind of builds back up to that pop. Because I figure character comes off a little too laid back in this feud. I want to see Becky on the mic be like straight fire right away in the feud. I'll tell you who is killing it on the mic the most out of three. Charlotte. So Charlotte
I think
has done perfect.
A fantastic
on the mic.
She seems to. I said a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
she seems to damn comfortable.
Yeah, and we'll get to on SmackDown too. Because even that was a promo that really didn't need to be on the show. Because it didn't add nothing new. It was just recapping Raw and setting up Raw. Charlotte still did a fantastic job with that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she's been doing this. Jinder said he wants to challenge a legend at the birthday party. Angle came out and squashed him in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a squash match.
Angle shouldn't need to be in 2 chin locks in a 3-minute match.
No.
Post-match, the brothers get suplex as well. It's time for a moment of bliss with Alexa mocking Ronda and saying enjoy leaving on the red carpet WWE rolled out for her. Anyway, that's this week's Finn Balor, who's asked about being the champion. Bliss doesn't like him being champion, or wearing the belt around his waist rather, because it covers up those beautiful abs. Bliss says, you've got to let those babies breathe. I agree. Bliss makes him offer to show her the abs, and she'll show him her.
And gets cut off.
And then Leo Rush. Corey shouts that he hates this guy now. Rush says that Bobby Lashley should be Intercontinental Champion. Balor sees it as Rush saying he's better than Lashley he is. Guys accept the challenge. Bliss asks if Rush is the man enough to do the job by himself. Somehow Bliss gets to say that the match is on right now, so Rush says play his music. This is going to be a real review. SmackDown and other shows are going to be in the next review.
Yeah. It was the best moment of Bliss segment they've ever had.
Right.
Was it good? Yeah, parts of it were. Mostly after Leo came out. Other than that, I have no idea what the segment was actually supposed to be about.
I had no idea what the fuck that segment was supposed to be about. But I will say this. It was a great way to have Alexa be a little bit more sexual in nature. Without going over the line.
Yeah.
There's more to her character. I'm really
than just being sexual.
There's more to her character than thinking Finn is good looking. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, at least she has high taste in men. I'll give her that. But, that says her a good... That, as a sexual character, that's what they're going for now. That says her a distance apart from those kind of characters from the Divas era. So... And if you're going to use a woman to be sexy in nature... out of all the closest... Out of all the woman they have, let's be honest, on the Raw roster, wouldn't she be the one, if they're going for that type of gimmick, wouldn't she be the one you will pick? Charlotte. But, I mean, Charlotte's more than just that. If you're going for a mediocre worker, at best, to go for that kind of gimmick, you're going to Alexa, who's actually a deep character for the most part.
Yeah.
This is just a layer of her character, where most people from the Divas era, that will be their character.
Yeah.
I know Alexa's cleared. I'm surprised they're not using her more in the ring.
Probably because they couldn't.
But I'm okay with them. She can make this work if they don't go too far with it. What they did a few weeks ago with the whole, or a couple months ago, with the whole topless segment backstage, no.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, no. But hitting on guys, I don't know what my bigger problem was. I didn't know she was fiddling with boobs, and that she can make matches anytime she wants to. That was my bigger problem with the segment. But having Alexa be sexy, the segment had no point because you know Alexa's not going to do a thing. I actually, if they would do that while she was doing EC3 a few weeks ago, I think that could work.
And she would have been with EC3.
Because since we're not having EC3 talk.
What if that ends up being a moment of bliss with Murphy after Mania?
I'm telling you, right now it seems like they have.
So it's not as known that they're actually together as a couple.
Right. So I mean, I like him on the mic, but to get him more over with the crowd, I can see that. With a non-205 crowd, see, that's what I mean.
If you're outside new 205 Live crowd, Murphy probably could come off as bland. Casuals.
Right. Yeah.
I love Murphy.
I'll fuck him.
Yeah. Sure. But if it's the casual character or casual fans, he may come off as a little bland when he gets off of 205.
I do agree with that. I'll go down under. He's a sure right.
Yes.
All right. Well, at least I know I'm going to the right country.
He won the title in his hometown.
Right. At least I know I'm going to the right country. Oh.
Keep on kicking the table.
Up next, Marie Menounos wished for a happy birthday.
With her dog in the lawn, I think.
Yeah, she's healed, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, well, good for her, too.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing her on April 5th. Or April 6th.
Actually, I think she announced it after it was gone.
Oh, okay, she had. Okay,
yeah, I think it was.
Well, we'll be seeing her in a few weeks. We're co-hosting the red carpet with her.
Yes.
Don't act like we're not. Up next.
Well, we're going to be up in the 200 level.
Yeah, but we're handling the audience that come. She's handling the wrestlers. Intercontinental title. Finn Balor defeated Lio Rush.
Pretty good match. Finn and Leo worked very well together.
Yeah. I did like this. Obviously, I like their chemistry together. In terms of kayfabe to the casuals, is there a reason that in terms of casuals, I don't watch Show 5 Live. I know what Leo can do. Is there a reason why the former Universal Champion, first ever, and current IC Champion is going toe for toe with just to the casuals with a loudmouth manager?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're showing highlights of what Leo can do.
Yeah.
I know what Leo can do. I've been enjoying a couple matches.
I mean, they've showed it before where he's been chased and he's done acrobatic escapes.
Obviously, I know he can work, and he's very athletic. He's the workhorse of the two in the group.
Yeah.
He's the second best wrestler in their whole entire stable. Of Drew, Leo, Lashley, Finn, not Finn, the guitar person and the former GM. Their names aren't ringing a bell right now.
Elias and Corbin.
No, so yeah, they're doing nothing better than those.
Yeah.
But there are times where I feel like you should just take a beating. Oh my god, I forget who it was. I read something. JJ Dillon. This is wild. No, I don't know. I forget where in an interview. He said I forget what company it was with. Probably NWA.
Yeah.
That he used to be a wrestler before he was a manager.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He had a match against somebody. I can't think who it was. He said that he was competitive. He was competitive in the match. That showed off his wrestling ability.
Yeah.
And back then, the matches weren't produced. So.
Yeah.
So this is more of a producer's fault now than it is the wrestler. But the promoter yelled at him for not taking a beating.
For not taking
that. And certain
the guy over.
This could be where WWE can learn their lessons with Leo a little bit. And in times like this, he probably should take a beating for being told into the match that he wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
Up next, Ascension is Tucker, where Otis is. That will be out back dumpster diving for cheeseburgers.
Said the Ascension.
They make fun of him more, but Tucker warns them that Otis won't find it funny. Otis comes in and Tucker explains the story to them, with Otis repeating individual words from what he said. He runs them both over and says that's what they get.
They made him a fat meathead Rain Man, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know about the Rain Man part, but that's pretty much what he was in NXT.
Yeah.
Minus the Rain Man. To call this bizarre will be the understatement of this show.
Yes.
I'm not saying it was bad enough. It was saying I'm a little made for hair machinery or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying, to call it...
at least they have a plan for one of the call-ups.
Well, two. The three I should really have struggled, by the way.
Yeah.
But to call this anything other than bizarre will be an understatement. we look at the Roman announcement and it's media attention. Lashley yells at Rush. I didn't say we can trust him tonight. Lashley versus Braun was supposed to have a match. Luckily, they just brawled, and Braun laid them both out.
Yeah, that match doesn't sound appetizing.
So they didn't do it. There you go. Seth Rollins says he's about to go burn down Reigns. Cole beverages are promised. I'm not sure alcohol after a guy who's just female. I'm not sure that goes well together. But okay.
No, he can have beer.
Is it good? Yeah, I'm not sure. So, Flair arrives. Those two are on Martin Luther King. We look back at Becky and Ronda. Up next, Drew McIntyre defeated Dean Ambrose in no DQ match in my match at night for Raw.
Yeah, I thought it was the strongest match on Raw too. Way different than last week where
It was a squash.
yeah, Dean actually got in some offense here.
Part of me, this is why I started to believe some of the rumors that he might have been staying around. They gave him a competitive match and a protected loss with Drew. This time, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or last week, it was pretty much just
all his matches
wham,
as of
bam,
late.
thank you, man.
All of his matches as of late had been like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Or less than 3. Not even readable.
Yeah.
Made the first one VC3 where he won.
And apparently, we know now that Dean, in fact, wears 2 belts in his jeans. One to take off so he can whip them, and the other one to still actually have his pants holding up when he does that.
And Renee's response, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I actually wasn't like anything special, but it was a good time with this one.
Yeah.
They were going with the violence and aggression with the belt and the stairs, I believe it was. This was kind of interesting to see a match like this, and that's the right idea. Ambrose going out allegedly, I'm going to say now. After this. Because they didn't even make him look goofy like they did last week when he asked Seth, why weren't you out there? And he went, meh. That was kind of loving, though. I don't give a shit, Ambrose, though. I don't know why.
I did like that, too, yeah.
I had to kind of love it the last few weeks when he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Him going out allegedly...
I'm trying to get that character out of him.
Yeah, but him going out on his back allegedly if he is going out is a good sign. I would say this on Raw. These mid-card heel alliances are getting tiresome.
Yeah, they are.
On
yeah.
Raw. Post-Ash is back quarter by Lashley coming out for the beatdown, but Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins make the save. Superman punches chair shells and Balor Reigns. I think we know when Roman's return date is. Even hitting Spear on McIntyre. Seth and Roman go to lead, but look back at Dean, but they don't acknowledge Dean before they get to the top of the ring.
Yeah, for Roman, probably the best time for his return date would be soon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in long matches or anything, but
to
do like that type of stuff for tag matches.
They do a thing of Fastlane with his Shield reunite against Corbin, Elias, and Drew.
They might.
Because with Roman just coming off and Seth still being injured.
Yeah.
And I would say 8-man with Braun and Lashley, but Lashley's probably going to face Finn, so.
Yeah.
I could see that. If the rumors are true about them reuniting the Shield in Philly.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'll be happy with.
Yeah. In the main event, well, main match anyway, Bayley defeated Nia.
Yeah, it was the typical Bayley-Nia match.
Which means Nia didn't look as bad as usual.
Yeah.
As one of 3 people she could work with.
Nia actually upped her game for Bayley, and
But the highlight belongs to this podcast's girl. Tamina. It was like Mick Foley showed up in Atlanta and took over Tamina's mind for a minute.
Trying to make a heart. I can't do it with my hand. There you go.
Oh my god, we look like weird.
Yes.
Tamina went to the steps like Foley and flew over them. That her wig came off almost. Finish around here.
I don't think it's a wig.
Sasha's wearing a wig. Yeah. Yeah, she went flying. Yeah, I say my normal thing. What I normally say. That Nia just needs to go away for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this because I don't like her. As little know it. But there's little, for a girl her size, and there's little to no impact to her appearances anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go away, take a break.
The matches aren't good enough what you're going to get off her, but it's getting hard to cure when there's a bunch of stuff we've seen before, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, ironically, she's in the Alexa role of the last 2 years on Raw.
Too much, yeah.
Like, you're tired of just seeing her there. And the show, Ross on stage, the ring was ready for a party. Triple H, Stephanie handling introductions. Andrew Triple H for Captain Night. Stephanie introduced a special guest. Shawn Michaels, Rick Steamboat, Kurt Angle, and somebody we need to see a lot more of, Sting. Triple H introduces a video of Flair. We run a little time. Back in the ring, Stephanie unveils a custom-made title, which I believe she also called a belt.
I believe she did, yeah.
Fine coming.
Yeah.
So, and Pat was very relieved. It was the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. He wanted it to be the Universal title.
I did not want it to be the Universal title.
You didn't want it to be the WWE?
I didn't even want it to be the WWE.
You know.
Winged Eagle I would have taken, but honestly, it's Flair. There should only be one belt.
Right.
One belt for it.
And we get the introduction. There's no Flair.
There's no Flair.
So like, we cut to the back where Batista of all people, literally when I say of all people, we had no idea what that was going on. It took me a moment to realize I didn't even realize who it was, but it was dragging the cameraman.
Yeah.
I realized when I got to Flair's door. I said, that's Batista!
Yeah.
He commandeered the cameraman, goes into Flair's locker room, a fight with her. Obviously, Flair's not going to take bumps, people. So they might complain about that little stuff later on.
Yeah.
There. Batista pulls Flair out of her room, and Batista says, "Hey, Hunter, do I have your attention now?" Huh?
Huh?
Triple H runs to the back, everybody else just watches. Something. Even when they have great segments, they forget to connect the dots. Everybody on stage watched. As Triple H runs to the back.
Like, instead of actually being on the stage where they could easily just ran back.
Triple H had to do it
Why
wrong.
didn't you just have him around ringside? And then Triple H just run past everybody.
Yeah. I find agents, and Triple H finds the agents to refs around firing the show. Listen, it works for me. The final Avengers movie comes out 3 weeks. What's it come out, 29th?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 weeks after Mania. 3 weeks after Mania. So, there's only cross-promotion to be had. Why not Marvel's biggest star at WrestleMania?
I think he's Marvel's biggest star.
Their best star. At Mania. Why not? And the match should be good. There's always a good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've arguably had the best...
Evolution.
Yeah, they've had the best feud out of Evolution.
Yeah. So, yeah. Did you like this segment?
Yeah, I did like the segment. You kind of expected it to be sort of like another celebration of Ric Flair.
I literally thought it was kayfabe. I literally thought it was legit.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was Becky. Because Charlotte wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where they were going with it, so props to them.
Yeah.
Keep it tuned into next week.